Mm. Love this song. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Take a drink of my coffee. Man of Ritual here. All right. Well, I hope everybody's doing good. I'll just go ahead and say up front that if you're one of my regular crew, if you're one of my regular Dons or the Light crew, stick around if you can, because I got a little birthday surprise for everybody. Today's my birthday. I got a little birthday surprise for everybody. All right, let's get to work. So, you may remember this. This deck. This is a commission deck that I'm doing for somebody, and I got to be honest. I wanted to work on some Lord of the Rings on my birthday, but I got to work on this today because I haven't been working on this, and I need to work on this. So it's a good example of you guys getting to see the real me. I definitely am. You know what? We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna rock it out. And I promise you, even though it's my birthday and I'm working on this thing, we're gonna have a good time. So, what I'm doing now is I am cleaning up and creating the layer in which it will be able to show me and the printer what parts are foil in this design. So everything that you see that is blue, that I'm painting blue or erasing and making blue, that means that section will be foil. Like I did this once already. Let me see here. So, any of you guys that were here yesterday, did you guys enjoy the live with Mr. Bradley Fulton? I had a good time yesterday. It was fun. I had a really good time yesterday. I do know that I want to put some music on for sure. I need to pop my chat window out so I can see you guys talking. It's going to be a holographic foil. Miss Kate. Let me get my music up here. I've been kind of bummed at the selection as of late. Let's do. Let's go. I need some little more laid back. Maybe some laid back. Let's try this. Let's turn it down to make sure. All right, there we go. That'll work. Oh, other good news. I'm just waiting for a few more things to come in. I gotta have a different little video switcher in order to do it. But I am setting up as soon as I get the new switcher, I'm setting up a second camera angle to where it's gonna be right kind of behind me and to the right, and it's going to be showing over my shoulder so that and I'll have it like a little picture in a picture in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. So when you see my screen that I'm working on, in the bottom corner, you'll see the picture in a picture of my handsome back of my head over my shoulder, and as I'm working on my monitor, so you can see how I work in terms of me drawing on the monitor tablet that I use. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I'm just lazy right now, and I'm reusing this, but I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit. Just trying to get it in the right spot, but it's not quite the same size. Little bit still. There we go. I think that's it. All right, so I need to put this behind. But one cool thing that we're going to do today that you're going to get to see is you're going to get to see me build this conceptual tuck case and render it in the 3D, which I think is a cool process. Let me see here. It looks like okay, that all seems okay. All right, so what I want to do is I want to mask it, mask the whole thing, and then paint it back in because I don't want to use that text background. Like this. Clean that up a little bit on the edge. I can see. I wonder if I can just move it over. Possibly. I think it was. Don't want it on the scroll. Yeah, I do. I'll put it on the scroll too. That's what I'm talking about. I actually don't have that much more on the tuck case. I'm almost finished with it. Which honestly, I think just these little nitpicky things. All right, make sure. All right, clean this up. Kind of bush league work is this down here? I really don't like how I did that. I wish I was. I don't like that I put holographic foil under the shadow of the type. I think I'm gonna go back and change that. It'd be super easy to do that right now. Just paint his claws right quick. I'm going to apply this mask. I'm going to delete the mask and say apply. I'm going to select this blue. I want to do the scroll, all foil here. Would you like that? There we go. To clean up that edge of this scroll a little bit. It's a little messy. Oops. All right, I just need to clean this up. I don't know what kind of amateur work this is right here. This just looks messy. Cleaned it up. All right. What we'll do now is we're going to add the HJ family here in between this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to go to this layer here and fill with blue. All right, I'm going to select this, all of that, come back. Going to go down to the paper texture, delete. Yeah, I didn't see a group. I'm not sure. I don't see a group meeting, but I see you, AJ. I see you talking. There's rare playing cards, AJ. Hope you all guys are having a good day. Let me see how many people we got viewing right now. 10. Who? So I got Nate, Griffin, Katie, Tusk, Matthew. Let me see. Who else is our regular? There's rare playing cards. Boo, 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 boo. All right. So I got a, seems like everybody here. Rare playing cards. Have you been here before? I can't remember. I'm sorry if you've been a regular. have a hard time remembering even what day it is, really. I can't remember Rare playing cards. Have you been here regular here? I can't remember. Or C-Dub. C-Dub in here? There's C-Dub. There he is. So here's my, I'm going to go ahead and do it because I'm not very good at keeping surprises. I'm not very good at keeping surprises, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now, I don't know really how I'm going to do this without hurting anybody's feelings that's not a regular. So if you're not a regular and you're here, I'm sorry. And it's basically just going to be my own judgment of whether or not you're a regular or not. But it seems like everybody here that I can see that's talking is a regular. Today's my birthday. And you'll have to be patient with me, but I got all of you people, all of my regular crew, a little birthday gift, and I'm gonna send it to you. Let me show you what it is. I think you'll be happy. But if you're part of my regular crew, and regular crew means like the group of people that are coming all the time, that I normally see here and talk to all the time. If you're part of my regular crew, I got all of you fine people one of these. I'll get you one of these right here. Let me show you what it is. Hold on a second. Anyways, I got all you fine people a hoodie. So what I want you to do is, first of all, you're going to have to, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It could take me a year to send it to you. It's not really going to take me a year. What I want you to do is I want you to email Amy at kingswildproject.com. I'm going to put her email in here. Amy at kingswildproject.com. Amy at kingswildproject.com. Email her. You have to do these very specific things in order to do this. Email Amy at kingswildproject.com. Tell her you're part of. I think this is a good way to like judge, because we'll have some of the gamers that will try to get it anyways. I'm trying to think about something that only my regular crew will know. I'm trying to make it hard a little. It's kind of like a quiz question, a query question. Okay. I'm trying to think what's a good question. Anyways, what you need to do is you need to email Amy at kingswellproject.com. You need to tell her that you're part of the Dern. You need to tell her that you're part of the Don's Early Light morning crew. And you need to tell her your name and shipping address. And you also need to tell her your... There's Xavier. What's up, dog? You need to tell her your name and also your YouTube name, because that's how I'm gonna figure out if you're one of the regular crew. And if you're not one of the regular crew, it's not that I don't love you, but today's my birthday, and it's meant a lot to me that all these nice people that have been here since the beginning have been part of it, and so that's why we're giving them that's why I made the Kingswell hoodies for those peeps, for hanging with me the whole time and keep doing this. So that's what you need to do. You need to email Amy, tell your name, your real name, and your shipping address. Also your size of what size hoodie you want. And then most importantly, you need to tell her what is your YouTube name. And I think I have a good like question. First of all, I'm going to know if you're a regular just by your username. And I'll also double check with some other of the regular crew if I don't recognize your name and you get the question right. So I think the question I'm going to ask is, and don't be worried if you don't know it and you're a regular. That's okay, because I'm still going to recognize your name. The question is, what kind of plant have I been talking about with Griffin over the YouTube's chats for the past couple of days? And I got this kind of plant like a couple of days ago. So you have to answer that question when you email me. That'll be kind of your little C-dub challenge question. I mean, not your C-dub challenge question. Your my brain's not working. Your regular crew challenge question. And I think I ordered enough, but, whatever. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy that. I'll pay for shipping. I'll pay for all that stuff. Don't worry about it. I just need your shipping. All right, we're just going to finish. All right, now what I got to do is I got to do the foil. Let me save this so I don't lose it. And I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you're gonna, I don't know if you guys have a group chat. Can you do that in YouTube? I don't know. You guys were talking about a group chat you were in. And if you're new here, don't feel sad that you're not getting a hoodie. I love you guys just as much. And for my regular crew, I'm gonna keep doing sweet stuff for my regular crew, because this is the DEL crew, and you can be a part of it too. We have many. It's not even close to being the end of this extravagant journey of creation. Why am I doing this though? I guess I could. Let me see. I'll just do it again. It's not that hard. Did I do those little dots? Yeah, I did those little dots, didn't I? not a bad mix. Sometimes some kind of hit or miss with these playlists. This is not that bad. It's only slightly elevator-y, but it works. It's a little bit too jazzy for me, but it's working for me, so I'll be all right. Xavier, if you want a hoodie too, you can get a hoodie. You just need to email. You need to email Amy at kingswildproject.com. Oh, crap. What just happened? What did I just do? Oh, great. Duplicate this up. Delete this one. I need to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys this tuck case that I just got from. It doesn't have the black ink. I got to get on my phone first and send it to myself because I can't, for some reason, I can't access it from my computer. This is the gold foil and red layer. Let me save this. Yes, I want to save it to storage. Yes, that's what I want to do. I'm pretty stoked about this. They've been taking a while to make because the paper that I normally use for my tuck cases has been out of stock because of the whole COVID manufacturing things. And we finally got a paper that would work. Let me select. Here it is. But this is the metallic gold foil and red. Metallic, it's the gold foil red. Let me open up this Slack here so I can get it. This is the Volume 7 Table Players Tuck Case, the one that's kind of like Lucky Strikes cigarettes. It doesn't have the black ink yet where it says like King's Wild and stuff, but I think that you guys can just imagine how awesome it's going to be. Let me just save this to my hard drive. Open containing folder. Here it is. Look at this, peeps. Look how cool that looks. I think that looks cool. It's going to have the black circle, and it's going to say King's Wild in the circle. He's printing the black today. So I'm pretty excited about that. Strike once, strike true. Number 13. Oh, it's going to be sweet. This is all gold foil on the top and the bottom. Super stoked. All right. I'm getting really distracted here. I got to do this. You guys need to, you people need to stop distracting me over here. I got to get my business done here. Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. What? Oh, yeah. That's another good one. That's another good question of who is cleaning dishes. It's a B-side deep cut. All right, what do I need to do? I need to take this and this. Nope. Delete. All right, let's do this border. Do this border of the shield here. Like it is. Yeah, there we go. Do 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 do. Okay, I feel like that I could just duplicate that. Flip it around like that, bring it on down. What's that skit on Saturday Night Live that Justin Timberlake does, where he's dressed up like a mattress or something? Bring it on down to Mattressville or something like that. Had a good day at the shop yesterday. My crew here is really coming together. Oh crap! Did we crash? Let's see here. Let me save this bad boy. Nope. Yeah, I did crash. Stupid computer. Is it over here? Yes. We had a good day, like I was saying, a good day at the office yesterday. My crew here is really coming together. We got all the new PVC plastic decks ready for today's release. Got a good group here. Super excited about it. We are the new building that we're making. That we're about to start building. We're gonna have a front room that's kind of like a what did you say to me? Let me see, Xavier. Don't ignore what I said. It's your birthday. I'm getting you something. And if you don't respond, it'll just work it out with the decking around boys. Oh, what did you ask me? Let's see. What did you ask me? Did you ask me something? No, the decking around boys, their top designer's Lautrec. They like Lautrec. My feelings are still hurt about that. Well, at least Steve's. But our new building, we're going to have this front room that's kind of like a retail space, but we're going to create like a what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to create a local extension of the playing card subscription to where you pay the monthly subscription and you get the themed deck for that month. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. X, I appreciate that. We're going to try to create a local expression of this playing card subscription, and it's going to be a playing card subscription, but part of it is going to be that we're going to have in that front room. I'm going to hand make some like custom King's Wild poker tables, and we're going to create like a poker club where you come. It's obviously cash winning in the state of Tennessee is illegal, but we're going to have like every month we'll have a monthly poker tournament where we play with King's Wild cards. I don't know what else we'd play with. And we will we'll play with King's Wild cards, and then like every time the winner will get like some sweet swag every month. Just trying to merge these. For some reason, I'm super distracted this morning, and I can't focus. And I usually can focus pretty good on the task at hand. Not today. Not today. Why is it doubled up here? That's annoying. Oh, it's doubled up because it's the paper. I get it. I was confused. Smooth this over here. Yep. Of course, I gotta flip around the words here. Let me see. Okay. Let's see if this is gonna be easy or hard. And the verdict is, looks to be easy. All right. Good. Save. Paste. Well, move this back over here. Now I gotta flip this over again. Going back to my brain not focusing very well. Oops. I think that's what I need there. What is that? Get out of here. Select that. What is the deal? Can't do anything right. Get over here. It's like the 5th time I've done this. There we go. Okay, got that selected. I'm going to select this. That's not what I want to select. This and this. Okay, good. Go to this layer, delete. Jeez. Save. Yes, I do need to have a bathroom for the public. Yes, we have public bathrooms. Okay, last piece is I think the next part, right after I get finished with this little piece up here, the next part of this process where I create the 3D kind of conceptual rendering, I think is a pretty interesting process. It's really cool to see, at least, I think. trying to decide what Lord of the Rings card I'm going to do next. I think I found a model on iStock that I like for Aragorn, his face. I think that's, let's see here. I got to do these little jibbly bits here. Are you an electrician, C-Dub? You said you owned an electrical company. Are you an electrician? Because I need some electrical work. Let's see here. And I know you're close to me. Well, relatively close. See you, Matthew. What are you guys talking about over there? I don't know if I could say his name, David. I'm sorry. I don't know if I probably shouldn't be talking about that kind of stuff and telling people what their names are. All right, I'm going to save this. I'm looking at this. I think this is, I'll probably add like something on the tongue and the little tabs, but I think this is good for now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in here. I got to find where I put this. I'm going to open up this file that I use. Let me see if I got it in here. Yeah, tuck no seal. So this image that you're looking at here, and this kind of goes back to my video game days when I worked in the video game industry. This is what's called a UV texture map and so any kind of 3D object has a texture map, and this is like if you were to take the 3D picture, the 3D object, and then cut it apart and make it and then lay it out flat, you would have this thing. And the cool thing is anywhere I paint on this, so like if I go like this, I put like C-Dub up here on the top, and have a cool tree, blah, blah, blah. Anywhere, if I draw on this flat image, I can then save this flat image like this. So let's just go ahead and save this here, make a new folder, textures. I can save this as HJ Tuck Case, and then I call it DIFF, which stands for diffuse, and in the 3D world, diffuse is like the color texture. So okay, I'll save that. Then I'm going to open this program called Keyshot 10. So what I can do is I can open up this base file that I've got that's a 3D tuck case. So it's called a one deck comp no seal. And this would be the old. I think it's the old. There's the old Continental. So now this is a 3D object that I can like twirl around in space and it renders it automatically. And that texture map that I was using a while ago, I can go up here, double click this object, click on texture, and then I've got a diffuse map, which I can then replace with that diffuse map that I just made. So I'm gonna go to HJ Family Companies. Textures and put diffuse, and it'll map that image. Of course, I did it wrong. I want to do this with no alpha channel. Delete the alpha channel. Save as Targa. And we want to do HJ Family. Textures, diffuse. Yes, replace it. Save. Then I'll reload this texture. But there's that little drawing I just did mapped onto this 3D object. And you can kind of see where I put C-dub on the top, our little tree on the back, and then the stuff like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to our file, and I'm going to kind of recreate this image. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to duplicate this image. This 3D program is not free. I apologize, it is not free. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to duplicate my image. You can do a trial. I mean, you can do a trial edition though, for sure. And I'm going to merge everything except that blue layer. Actually, I'm going to merge everything except the background and the blue layer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the paper texture. Let's see if that'll work. I guess it'll have to work. I'm going to take the paper, I'm going to take my image. I'm going to paste it in here. I'm going to put it underneath. And so what I'm looking for is the image is a different size than like a regular tuck case die line. So I kind of have to scale. I kind of have to scale the images to fit this kind of structure. And also this 3D tuck case file is also made for a regular sized deck of playing cards. And because this deck has double foil lamination, it's thicker than a normal deck. So even some of my designs are not going to be quite right. So I'm going to have to kind of, I'm going to have to fudge it a little bit here. Oh, I blew it. I have to do it again. I wasn't supposed. Looks like these blue layers. Let me see, make this red so I can tell what I've done. All right, so, okay. I need to do this. I'm finding stuff that I didn't do. Wait a minute. Maybe I have done it. Okay, that all looks right now. Delete this up here. All right, that should be good. All right, that looks good now. I don't see any blue. We should be good. So this is the copy. So I'm going to take all of this. Let me try this again. Sorry, peeps. Merge, copy, delete this, paste. All right, I'm going to scale this down. where it kind of fits. Bring it down right here. Okay. I'm going to take these side pieces. This is kind of what I'm talking about. That's not quite the same size. I'm going to move this one over. It looks like I need to squeeze it a little bit, which I'd rather not do, but I don't have to do it that much. And then I need to take this back design, cut it, and then move it over like this. Just get it centered up in the front of that tuck case like that. Now what I need to do is move this side over and then take it out, paste it, delete the old one. Hang with me, crew. Hang with me. This is cool. All right, I'm going to shrink this up a little bit. I know that's not optimal, but that's what we got. I don't want to distort it too much. I'm going to bring it down. And then finally, I'm going to size up this top. Nope, this one's it's not going to work for me. Next song. Oh, way too jazzy. Okay. Okay. Let me see if that's going to work. I'm going to scale it down a little bit. And the reason why I'm having to do this is because I'm too lazy to make a new 3D file. All right, I'm going to go back to my file. I'm going to take this paper texture that I've got and bring it behind here. Just see if this is all good. Go away, Windows. And then I'm just going to erase this. Make a background color of red so I can make sure that the foil is correct. I'm just come in here and erase this now. All right, now I've got it resized. I've got the foil layer visible. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to make the UV texture invisible. So now I've got the flat map. Also, I need to fix this next time, so I can see that. don't know what happened there. Need to make sure to fix that in the final file. Not really sure what happened. Just take this, do a little bit of surgery here. That'll work for the 3D rendering. Okay, now what I can do is save this. What I'm going to do is create a new layer, and we're just going to fill this layer to be a holographic foil. So we're just going to go gradients, incandescence, and we'll pick one of these. It looks kind of like a holographic foil. And we'll just click this, fill it. There you go. Except I don't want that much purple. I'm not a big fan of purple. Let's see. Let's do... This one looks pretty good. Okay, that'll work. So now what I can do is save this. So we're going to go save as. We're going to save this as a Targa file, because that's what we use in the 3D world, is Targas. We'll go HJ Family Companies. Textures, HJ Tuck Diffuse, replace it, save. I can go back to my 3D program. Here's my little 3D file. I can hit refresh, and then it'll map that on there. Boom. Bam. There's our tuck case with the diffuse layer only. And that's just the color. And so now what I'm going to do is, let's put this into an environment. Not somebody's closet. Looks like this is not correct. All right, get some messed up stuff on the right here. Just have to clean that up. Oh, there's more to it, C-Dub. We're not over yet. Okay, I think it's this. Let's see if that's it. Yep. Oh, that's much easier than I was expecting. Let me just fix these letters. Okay, good. All right, let's save that again. Save as. Targa. Quick access. Open file location. And then I can go back to the 3D program, refresh it, and it'll update that texture. There we go. Now what we're going to make is we're going to make what's called the specular map. The specular map is me telling the 3D program what is shiny and reflective and what is not. So everything on this tuck case is supposed to be kind of a matte paper texture. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with we're basically going to start with almost black. It'll have a little bit of sheen to it, but not much. And so I'm going to make a multiply layer. I'm going to take these, group them, duplicate them, then merge them. I'm going to desaturate them, take the color out. Okay. And what the computer looks at a value scale of 0 to 10, 0 being black, 10 being white. And the closer, when you make a specular map, and it's just an image file, but it's basically it's a map where you say anything that's brighter, anything that's closer to white is shinier. And then anything that is closer to black is not shiny and reflective. So basically the whole thing, like you see here, is going to be very dark because I don't want it to be shiny, but it's going to have a little bit of a sheen because everything kind of has a little bit of sheen. However, what I want to be shiny is the holographic foil. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that holographic foil layer, duplicate it, bring it to the top. And so now what you see is everything that's holographic foil is this kind of like bright, high value type thing in part of the texture. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this image as a Targa. So Targa, let me go back to my textures map, open, and I'm going to go HJ Tuck, and instead of diffuse, it's going to be called spec, S-P-E-C, spec. Now I'm going to come back, and you may not be able to see it just because this, let me see a different environment. Looks like a bathroom. Wish this program would make better. Okay, you might be able to see on this, and I can change the lighting. So what you want to do is you're going to be looking at the parts that are holographic foil, and what you should see is when I apply the specular map. So I'm going to apply the specular map. We go specular. What you should see is the foil layers get a little bit shinier, and they did nothing. Maybe it's the environment that we're in. Let me see if I can find a different environment. I've got it. It's working. Not sure why it's not. Okay. Okay, you see right there? So I can see the reflection of the light, but you can see right here where the text in the background is shiny, and then but the paper texture is not shiny, and then all this stuff that I painted blue that was supposed to be foil, now that it's shiny and reflective, that's because that texture map that I put in there is telling the computer what see right there where some stuff is shiny and some stuff is not. Let me do an outside picture. What is your question? So how do you get the feel for what it looks like in the program versus it actually looks when printed? Yep. Yes. The answer is yes. It's all by trial and error. And it's just knowing what stuff is, how stuff ends up being in the end. So I can see a little bit of an error up here. So I'm going to go back to the Photoshop layer. There's this little snag right there that I didn't do. Yes, this is a commission deck. So now we'll go diffuse, replace, and then we're going to recreate the specular map. Save that. All right, got that. Let's reload these textures. Reload diffuse, reload spec. Now, today's my birthday, actually. But thank you for the wishes. So the last one we're going to create is what's called the bump map. And the bump map is basically what you would consider your embossing layer. Now, this is not going to be an accurate representation of the embossing because I still haven't made the embossing layer for this. And it won't be quite as detailed as what I'm about to make. But the embossing is the very same way where the computer takes a grayscale image, and what is closer to white, it says it's going to be embossed out, and then what's closer to black is going to be debossed in, and anything that's kind of middle, anything that's like middle of the road gray is not going to be anything. So if you think about it like that, we'll just say that everything that's black is going to be embossed out, like so the design. So I'm going to inverse this, and so you can kind of see that everything that is white theoretically will be embossed out. And I'm just going to take this white and then fill behind here. So there you go. Everything that's white is going to be kind of embossed out. I'm going to. This song is too happy. Let's see here. All right, that may work. We'll just see how that works. So I'm going to save this. Save as Targa. And then we'll go spec. Let's go open existing folder. Spec, and then bump. So if I go back to what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the diffuse and specular. Well, let me just do a let's go to environment. Okay, so I'm just showing you a white tuck case. A white tuck case so you can show the effect, so I can show the effect of the bump map, the embossing layer. So I'm going to apply that bump map. Let me just show you this because I think this is interesting too. So I'm going to make, let's go, well, let me just go back because that's not really what I want to do. Okay, let's go to this environment. Okay, I'm going to go materials, textures. I'm going to turn off diffuse. I'm just going to do a gray. Let me just do a gray one. Because it'll really show you guys the difference between the specular and the bump map by itself. So let's call this save as Targa test gray. So go back. Let's load up the test gray. Okay, there's our test gray. Now watch this. I'm going to turn the specular on. So you won't see the diffuse. You'll just see the specular. So now you can kind of see. Let me get a different environment. So now you can kind of see in there. There you go. See there, you can see right there the specular. So it's just the things that are reflective. Now, just trying to get an environment that'll work right for what I'm doing. So now I'm going to apply the bump map, which is what you would think is the embossing. So I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to bump map. Now, if you watch it, you'll see it be embossed out, the design. So there you go. And I know that this is not an accurate representation of what the embossing would be, but it does give it some sort of depth. I don't like all this noise texture in the background, this stuff. I don't really like that. I'm going to see if I can get that taken care of. Let me see. I guess I would do that by adjusting the levels, maybe. It's going to be pretty hard. Let me see if that... Let me see if that helps. Save as. Targa. Why do I gotta keep doing this? Bump. Let me see if that helps at all. Not really. A little bit. Now, but if I go back to diffuse and then plug in my diffuse map and put the color back in, well, that's not what I wanted. I want to do diffuse. Diffuse. There we go. That bump map is kind of not good, so I'm just going to turn it off. It's not, and I'm too lazy to do the work that it's going to take to make it correct. So what I can do now is stretch. I can take this image. I'm going to go find me one of the template images that I have. Let's go to product shots. I don't know if I've got anything that I can use. Let's see. I can just go to iStock and find something. Well, let me see if I got something before I have to buy something. So product shots, blank card templates. Let's do, yeah, this money will work. So I'm going to open up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture that we took as a background plate. So I want to go Dropbox, product shots, blank card templates, my money folder, and we'll do, this one looks good. So we've got a photograph of just a blank card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tuck case right there where that card's at. So the first thing I need to do is I need to rotate this 3D object in space 90 degrees. Because now it has a shadow. I'm going to click translate. I want to put it on the ground. Okay. Let's go move part. Advanced ground. So that puts it on the ground. So now it's generating a shadow for me within the program. So I'm going to go camera. I'm going to adjust the distance so I cover up that card in the image. I'm going to adjust the focal length of my camera lens to try to match. Let me see what this is. It probably says, I can probably figure out what lens we used when we took that picture. Let's see, where's it? Oh, what was I doing? Okay, Dropbox. Production shots. Production shots, blank card templates. Money. Let me go properties. Does it tell me? Details. There we go. Does it tell me what lens? There it is. It was a... Just pull this right over here. Let me do a screenshot of this. Snap. Okay, put you over there. All right, I'm gonna go back to my 3D program. I'm gonna put these camera lens settings over here. So my focal length was 70 millimeters. It was a 70 millimeter camera lens. 70 millimeters. What was the... We're going to go depth of field. We're going to click the depth of field to right there. That's pretty drastic. And the focus distance, the max, the f-stop was 5.6. And we're just going to fudge it a little bit just because. I think I need to scale it up. Let me turn the depth of field off. Scale. Ground. Let's bring it up just a smidge. Let's go distance. Right there. All right, 70 millimeters. Let's go depth of field. Let's focus it here. Click, click, click. And then the f-stop was 5.6. And see, that creates a depth of field over here, like it would be in the picture. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select an interior environment. Let's go lighting. We're going to go interior, shadow quality, ground illuminations on. And then I'm going to try to select one of these environments that are kind of like this image. And I'm going to bring the light down. Let me see if I can turn the light to where I can catch that hologram. I don't think I'm going to be able to. All right. It's all right. Let's see here. I'm going to fudge my f-stop a little bit. All right, that's close enough for government work, I think. I'm just gonna let that render for just a second. I'm gonna take a snapshot of this for the client. Save as. Let's go Dropbox. And for reference, this is one of the concepts that I did of the back design with the holographic foil, just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. Here's the Ace of Spades. And so there's the back design with the holographic foil. I like that background a lot better. So there's the back design, and then here's the Ace of Spades. All right. Still dark. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this back plate image. I'm going to move it and rotate it again. Put it on the ground. Now I just kind of want to give them, I need to scale it down again. Oh, okay. Ground. Turn off depth of field. Now I just kind of want to create just a basic image for them to look at the front and the back. I'm going to adjust my focal length a little bit here. Now I'm going to duplicate this card, duplicate part, translate. I want to move it over here. I want to rotate it a little bit like that. And then I want to bring it forward a little bit like that. All right, come on, you're putting me to sleep, music. Come on. Okay. Turn it to the side so you can see the side a little bit. Now I'm going to take this one and just rotate it around so you can see the back. Just turn the light around here. There we go. Make it a little bit brighter. Where is she? Okay, and let that render for a second. I need to do one more in the middle just to show the spine a little more. There we go. Let's move this one out a little bit. All right, we'll let that render for a second. Okay. Take a snapshot of that. New. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn one on its, well, I haven't done the bottom. I'll show the top. Well, I'm not going to show the top yet because I haven't made the seal yet. So that's kind of my process of me creating a three-dimensional kind of concept rendering of anything. I don't do that much anymore. I definitely don't do that for myself when I'm making my own decks. I kind of only do it when I'm doing like something for a client or something. And I used to do that a lot for Kickstarters. All right, let me save this. All right. What? Now I just need to figure out what I'm working on now. Because I still got some time left. Let me see here. What do I want to work on? I hadn't really thought about it. I'm gonna start turning this music down just a bit. I think what I'm gonna start doing is just doing some design, some inspiration gathering here for Peter Pan, for the Peter Pan card. All right, so I've got me a board here for Peter Pan that I really like. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to find some fun images of like kids, because I really want to do a really kind of fun Peter Pan. And I kind of like this, kids have big heads, little ears, little tiny chins. Let's look at these children's book characters. There's a picture of it on there, whatever his name is. Not much in here. I do like... Let's see here. A lot of this stuff is too anime-ish. I do like that one. Yeah, all this stuff is super anime. All right, so let's open up Photoshop. Let's open up the Hook card. Dropbox. Pizza Pan. Hook. Which one is it? Yes, this is the one. Okay. So for Peter Pan, we want to get. Let's see what the book says about the description of the book. Peter Pan description from book. Peter Pan is one of the protagonists of the play and novel. He is described in the novel as a young boy who still has all of his first teeth. So I'm guessing 8, 9 years old, 8, 9, 10. He wears clothes made of leaves. Autumn leaves in the play, skeleton leaves in the novel. Ooh, what's a skeleton? Skeleton leaf. Oh, that's cool. It's like you scrape the, wow, look at that. It's like a clear, you scrape all the guts off a leaf and it makes like this white translucent. That's going to be super hard to illustrate. But that sounds fun. Wow. Skeleton leaves. I've never heard of that before. So in the play in Disney is what made him kind of give him that green. So autumn leaves in the play, skeleton leaves in the novel, and plays the pipes. He plays the pan pipes. Interesting. So he'll have these kind of skeleton leaves. We'll do a little green in there just because. And then we'll give him like a pan flute. So what I'm thinking is, let's do this. All right, let's just sketch. Let's just do it. It's my birthday. You guys aren't pressuring me. Let me just make a new layer here. What is this? Okay. New layer. Off. Okay. All right. I want to find that one picture that I liked, that kid's head. Because I just like the shape of his head. Oh, I really like this guy. Oh, take me to eBay. I don't want to go to eBay. I just want to use your picture. There we go. I just want to use you as reference here. Put you on multiply. Okay. Which one of these do I really like? I want to give him like a little... We're going to give him like a little smirky look. But I like the shape of his head. All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and save this right off the bat so we can get in the habit of it. We'll go Peter Pan. All right. So I want to have the pan flute and maybe even like a little dagger or something. Maybe the pan flute and the dagger. How big is Hook here? Let me just bring this down a little bit just so I can see how big Hook is. Okay. So we're going to have his big old kid head right here. his chin, his ears. Just be nice to Sergio. All right, little calic. I love how this guy's little nose kind of upturns. I think that's have his head kind of tilted up a little bit. Make his hair a little bit more messy. All right, we'll have his collarbones. All right, so we got his shoulders. Oh, I totally forgot. Where are you guys at? I totally forgot about this. Guess what finished yesterday? And I paid for. And is shipping today. So finally, after a extremely long production time, the reprint of the OG Federal 52s, the original, the one and only original Federal 52s, finished at the United States Playing Card Company. Paid for them. They ship out today. We should have the OG Federal 52s in the house this week. That doesn't mean we're going to release them this week. We'll probably release them next month. But I was super stoked about that. But to answer your question, we're going to release Beowulf and the Federal 52 foil edition from the subscription next month sometime. Scale. All right, so we'll have his little shoulders here. Here's his sternum, his chest, rib cage, stomach. So we're gonna have him have his pan flute in this arm. Not really sure what a pan flute looks like. We'll look it up though. And in this hand, we're gonna have like a dagger, a little tiny dagger. I don't know if he needs to have a dagger. Maybe he has a... Just trying to think about what Peter Pan would have. Yeah, I mean, I had a little pocket knife when I was a kid. Bring it over here a little bit more. Not too bad. I wish there was a way. You know what? We're gonna do this. It's my birthday. I could do whatever I want. I'm gonna try to make it look like. I'm gonna try to draw his whole body to where I could draw it where he's flying. Take this arm out for right now. So his spine would be here, his little pelvis. He only had a hat in, he didn't really have a hat in the book from what the research that I've been doing. It was Disney that gave him the hat. All right, so if I was flying, I'd have one leg up. This is probably not gonna work. She's running. This may or may not work because I'm already passing the midline way too much. It might. Let's see here. bring this hand in for sure. So maybe he's got his pan flute in his hand. Don't know. We'll see. Let's rotate this around and see how bad it is. I think it'd be really cool if I could make it to where he's flying. It's not that bad. Let's see here. Let's rotate it a little bit this way. Then bring it back. Okay, okay. Got him pretty much all on that side. Push him out just a little bit. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him over this way so his head's in the middle. But then I'm going to cheat this leg on the other side of the midline so it doesn't mess with his head on the other side. However, I can't go to the edge of the card. Let's try that. Dang it. Not that bad. Now, let me see here. Let me go back. Now I can... Let's see here. Just erase this leg. I might could put it behind his head. Let's see here. I could put it back this way. And come out over here. That may give a little bit of dynamic. But having his leg up makes it look like he's running, not so much flying. Let's see what it looks like if I do this. I kind of liked it with his knee up. Kind of gave it like he was an action a little bit. All right, let's do that. Let's duplicate that, see what that looks like. I like that. That's pretty cool. I do like that. And I can leave this area here open. I can leave this area open for later when I design Tinkerbell. And then I can put Tinkerbell in there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's keep working on it. Let's get some non-different musical. Yeah. Okay. Let me turn off hook. Kind of got the size that I want. I get what you mean. Let me try it out. It's no problem. I can try that out, Katie. Let's see here. Let's bring him over here. Ugh. The problem with this is my index is so big. And I want his head to be really big to make it feel like a kid that I got to put him like... You know what? I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no, though. Let me just duplicate this. There's no easy way out. We're just going to try it like this. I'm going to erase his body. This might give us an opportunity to give him a different flying pose. Oh, maybe he's like turned. I'm gonna try a few different poses. I'm gonna try one where he's looking back. Let me see if I could do this. Let me see. Let's take this other pose. Let's duplicate it. And then flip it. I don't know if this will work or not. Bring it out just a little bit further. And then I'm going to reverse his head like he's looking back. That way, his faces are looking back at each other. You know, that's not bad. I don't mind that. Just gonna have to change it up a little bit. All right, so I've got that option. Now, so I've got that option. Let's duplicate it again and turn his body around again. Give him a new pose. There's that one. Let me just try a different one. Maybe I do it towards like an S shape where this part of his body's facing this way, and then he's kind of like almost like he's turning around. Let's see. That'd be kind of the same as the other one. Maybe let's do it. Let's do like a more dynamic pose where it's. I don't know. Let me see here. I kind of like this one. Well, that's the first one. Boy, he's looking back. I don't mind that one. Let's see what that looks like. Duplicated. I do like that he's looking back into the middle of the card. All right, let's move this back leg. I really want the two-way to work. It's not that bad. Give me a little more room for his arm. Maybe this arm is down. Oh, I got an idea. This will make a cool kind of X shape in the middle. If I bring this arm down, and then maybe put like a pirate's saber. In his hand like that. That'll make a really cool X shape in the middle. And I can put the pan flute in this back hand. I feel that one more than I have the other ones so far. Let me see. That's gonna be a cool shape. It's not too bad. The only thing I don't like about the full body is, and I'm not going to be able to avoid it. I don't like the legs. Because you're gonna see the feet up by his face. However, him looking back at his feet does make that worse. So like going back to the original idea like this, if I move it over a little bit, let me just see what this looks like again, duplicated. This is going to look weird too, of the foot coming out of his head. All right, let's take this. Let's bring it down. Let's just keep drawing a little bit more flushed out. Okay, so okay. All right, here's his neck. It's gonna be kind of turned. So there's just his clavicles right there, shoulders, sternum, rib cage. Have his chest puffed out because he's cocky. Spine comes down like this, pelvis. His hips, his knee, other knee, ankle. All right, so there's his butt, his back, his bicep here, deltoids, elbow, arm, it's his hand holding a sword. There's his butt, there's his thigh, his little tiny knee, there's his calf. Ankle, heel. Okay, and then we got this back thigh, his patella, this is back thigh, kneecap, shin bone, calf muscle, ankle, heel, foot. Got the saber here. let's put this, here's his elbow, and then his other arm comes in right in this open spot. Real close to the edge right there. I can move him over just a little bit. I got a little bit of space that I can just inch him over just a little bit. And see if we can fit his hand. His thumb. And then, oh, it's super close to the edge. All right, let's bring that down. Maybe we just let's put his pan flute down here. Maybe his pan flute's on his hip like this. I don't know. We just take the pan flute out for right now. So his elbow's back here. And then let's see how his hand be in the air. Get a little bit of action. I'm super close to the edge. I could do his palm. Let's see here. All right, let me just do one thing. Let me have an idea. I'm going to save that pose. It's not bad. It's a good pose. Feels fresh. Just cut his head off right quick. All right, let me just save that, and then I'll try the Tinkerbell. If I put Tinkerbell in this hand here, then it'll look like he's cutting off Tinkerbell's head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the saber out. Let me just duplicate this. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the saber out. I'm going to put this backhand up. So it kind of be... This arm would come down here. Then it would come up. Then we can make Tinkerbell a little bit more prominent. And then instead of a saber, we can put the pan flute right here in his hand. That's not too bad. And he can put his... Let me just move it this way a bit. Like that. Then he's got his palm open. And then Tinkerbell could be right there. But man, she's super close to that king or that spade. Let me see. I like this. We're going to keep working on it. Don't worry. All right, let me duplicate that. Keep that. All right, let's erase this. Doing it like this. could just... I mean, we could literally, kind of what Griffin is saying, we could literally make Tinkerbell just like a little less Disney fairy-ish, but more of like a little, like a really tiny pixie, really small. Let me see if I can bring his arm down a little bit more, just to get it away from that spade. Like have her right here. So that would mean this arm would be back. It's not too bad. I don't mind that. That would afford me to be able to make Tinkerbell a little bit bigger. So like, she's right here. I don't mind that. I like that. It's not bad. Let's duplicate that around. It's not bad. Let me see if I can rotate them together. Straighten them up a little bit. All right, I like that. Now let me take his legs. And rotate them out a little bit so they're not at the edge. No. Okay. From right about there. Ooh, I like that. That already gives it a more of a kind of a hovering feel. And that gets his feet away from his head. Let me just bring his legs down a smidge. Yeah. This is it, peeps. This is the one, I think. Feel really good about this one. Yeah. See, that gets his feet away from his head. We have room to put Tink in there. We'll have to finagle. Let's move it up just a little bit so his arms don't interact with each other so much. Let me scale it down a little bit. Right about there. And go up a little bit more. Okay, let's take this, delete that. Duplicate that. Oh, that's cool. I like the shape that it makes in the middle, too. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's got a nice feel to it. Makes a cool shape. I'm really glad that I can do the whole body. That's gonna be fun. Just trying to think. Good about that. I hate to say, but I don't really want to start the drawing yet. It's not that I don't want to hang out with you guys, but I feel pretty good about what I've done today. It is my birthday, and I want to go upstairs and eat some breakfast and drink some coffee and hang out with my kids and my wife. Anyways, I really like this. We'll work on this tomorrow. I'll do kind of the drawing tomorrow. But once again, thanks a lot for hanging out with me this morning. And the music changes too. Thanks for hanging out this morning. I'll be here in the morning at 5 a.m. for another one. I appreciate all your support and everything, and it's always good to hang out with you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. And save. Have a great day. I will see you guys in the morning. And take it easy. Oh, be there today. We got the PVC deck releasing today. All right, guys. I can't talk. Talk to you tomorrow. See you guys.